I'm Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist, here inside the Cooper Stadium in Adelaide, just moments away from kick-off in the AFC Champions League playoff between Adelaide United and Shanghai Shenxin. The Shenxin manager Aussie villain will no doubt be keen to send his countrymen home disappointed. I'm Chaz Hogan, Adelaide. Good to be home. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 27 of the World Tour at Shanghai Shenxin. And this is a big episode and I am nervous. As you've just seen, we are about to kick off in the Champions League playoff against Adelaide United. Why we have to go away to Adelaide, I'm not quite sure, given that they had to play an extra playoff round. You'd think we'd get some sort of advantage from that being the better team. But no, we're going to Adelaide and we're not favourites. And I'm very, very nervous about this game. Now, is this a new season? Now, if you didn't see last episode with the transfer special, you can kind of see how we arrived at these transfers, but we'll just quickly go through them. You can see a couple of minor outs, but the big one out was Cifuente. Of course, our leading goal scorer for the last 2 years. Now, on the surface of things, you'd think, Aussie Villain, why would you ever sell him? This is why, because we got in Vinicius, and look at this guy, he's an absolute beast of a man. I think he's going to just dominate this league. Really good finish, everything there. We saw it all last episode. Finishing off the ball, the physicals. Really, really good player. Don't worry too much about the attributes just now. It is pre-season and he is new to the club, so I'm very confident that will switch around before too long. But even with the downward arrows, he's still an absolute beast and an upgrade on Cifuente. The other ins we had, and I don't want to spend too much time on this because we did do it last episode. We have Liu Peng in as a backup for Chan Min. We have Liao Lisheng, who we got in just before the deadline to play in midfield. Absolute steal he was to get him on loan for next to nothing in terms of wages. And Lee, how long? Hopefully not too long, because he's just on loan. But he's going to be back up to Cuevas as well as the right wing back. So that's who we've got in. Now, this, as you will see, this game comes very, very early into pre-season for us. I've had to actually arrange extra games earlier than we would usually schedule them, just to try and get players match fit. Now, what I've done with these 4 friendlies is I've basically played who I think is going to be our strongest team. So we started off here against Jeju United, Human with the goal. It was a decent first up performance, to be honest, but we did struggle in front of goal. Then we played FC Basel, depending on where you're from. And this was, I tell you what, we played against a European team. Horrible start. First minute, we conceded a penalty. Second minute, it was scored. But Yuquin and Vinicius, our new dynamic duo up top, both got on the score sheet. And that's a really, really solid win against a good European team, let's face it. Then we played FC Seoul, and this was a good performance, but you could see we were just starting to click in this one. Yuquin with a goal, Vinicius with a double, and Li Feng as well. And then we played Junam Dragons. Now this was only on Saturday, so it was about 3 days ago in the game. So what I did with this one is just anybody that needed more match fitness. It's basically sort of the second string. I tried, so if we need to make subs, if we were to get a last minute injury, we would have players with some sort of match fitness. Now Vinicius, there's another Vinicius, it's the lesser Vinicius, he got a goal for them. But we opened the scoring through Liu Peng, that's of course the new left back. We did okay in this, and to be honest, I think we deserved to win. But, it's a friendly, they scored late, it was the second string team, we'll get over it. So this is it, let's get on with the biggest game. It's the biggest game in the save so far. I mean, it's up there, isn't it? We did have, of course, a Champions League playoff with Pasiba, which we lost, but that was a different story because we were very much the underdogs. This time, I feel like we do have a fighting chance. So this is the heroes that we are sending out. It's Zhang Peng in goal, of course, our goalkeeper from last year, coming along nicely. A solid enough option in goal. Yuri Ruse, he gets the nod to start with Rabao, of course, our dynamic duo at the back. Last season, they didn't concede many goals, so we're going to keep going with them. Li Feng in his anchorman role, he was a revelation there last year. Long may that continue. Chan Min, of course, player of the year last year. I think it was player of the year, or was it Cifuente? I can't remember. I think it was Chan Min. He was an absolute superstar last season, so hopefully that'll continue here. And Cuevas as well, back from his long-term injury. Still, as you can see, attributes starting to decline. He is, I think, next on the chopping block. If we are going to stay, we need to look to upgrade him at right back, I think. Then we have the 2 new boys in central midfield. Zhang Hong, who we brought in sort of midway through last year, and Liao Lisheng, who is really, really good. Really, really good. I hope we can keep him. 1.9 million he's valued at. Humam, the creative force that is. He doesn't always shine. Today, if you're ever going to shine, Humam, today is the day. He's going to play alongside Yi Quinn, who finished last year on fire. Hopefully he'll pick up where he left off. And Vinicius, just all hail Vinicius. All hail Vinicius. Get the goals for us, son. Send us into the group stage. Alright everybody, how are the nerves? How are the nerves? Now the problem here, potentially, is that actually looks a bit like Heinmarsh Stadium, or Cooper Stadium, doesn't it? Is that they are mid-season, or end of season right now in the A-League, whereas we are very much in pre-season, so we're at a massive disadvantage in that sense. You'll see here though, I did a pretty good job of getting the match sharpness up. The bench, not so much, but we did do a decent enough job. Dalton, our assistant manager, says, don't send him out with any extra pressure. I don't want to say we've got nothing to lose here, so what you're capable of. Nobody expects you to get a result. Play without any pressure on you. All right, let's go with that. Keep it calm. Calm. We have faith. And yeah, let's hope that we put it. Let's just give a good performance. Now, Craig Goodwin is missing for them. Now that is a good sign because he is a good player. So as I said, that's good. That's a positive for us. Oh, I just hope. If we play to our potential, we should win this. But Adelaide are good enough. Australian teams are good enough that they will punish you on a bad day. So, I'd love an early goal. I would love an early goal. I'm so nervous. I can feel my heart in my chest. It kind of all comes down to this. If we don't get through this tie, then we're out of the group stage again. We're out of the group stage. Then we're not going to make it into the group stage. Come on, boys. Come on. It's a tight game, isn't it? Possessions even. No one's had a shot on goal as of yet. Have we just jinxed that? Chen Min knocks one forward. There is no one there. So that's no good for us. They come again. Can we get to that? No, we can't. It's a decent pressure. Come on, boys. Let's go and win this ball back, please. This is going the wrong way. This is going the wrong way. Cross comes in. Headed away. Oh... It's fine. It's fine. It was past the post. The keeper knew that. He didn't trip over his own feet. He was just guiding it past the post. Let's give this maybe a demand more here. We haven't really done much yet. All right. The highlight begins. Yuri Ruse to Liao Sheng. Here's Chen Min. This is where he's dangerous. Can he get a cross in? He can. Back post. It's Vinicius. He gets a touch. Can he get it back into the box? Vinicius to Cuevas. Cuevas crosses. Back to Vinicius. Oh, it's off the bar. I thought that was in. It's off the corner of the bar. Are they going to go the other end? That would just be cruel. That's all right. That's a good foul. That's a good foul. Intelligent play. Oh, I can't believe that didn't go in. It was an absolute rocket off the foot. And it's hit the cross sanction thing, whatever it's called. Oh, Humam. Inches away. Oh, it's too close, isn't it? It's too close. I'm not going to say we were excellent. I actually don't think we were that good. I don't think we were that good. We didn't create anything. And as I said, the problem here is that it's early season for us. It's really harsh to be harsh on them because this is our first competitive game. But you know, we've just got to win, don't we? We can't make excuses. We've just got to win. Oh, imagine if it goes to penalties. Jesus. I'm assuming it would go to penalties. I don't see why it wouldn't. All right, come on, boys. Get creative. I'm wondering if we look to exploit the flanks here. Can we go standard passing and we won't hit early crosses? Hang on, did I exploit the flanks there? I didn't do both. And we want the left just as much as the right because that's Chen Min territory. Come on, boys. Demand more. Demand more. All right, here we go from the corner. Come on. Yuri Ruse. Somebody get on the end of it. Vinicius! Just over the bar. Are we just starting to twist a little bit here? Oh, this is too much. It's too much. Come on, boys. Show some passion. Humam not having a good game. Do we make changes? Yi Quinn's not having a great game. Come on, boys. Demand more. Demand more. Let's go attacking. Oh, you do wonder if we played this game in April or May, once we've had some competitive games, would it be any different? Rabal. He goes up to Cuevas, in for Humam. Oh, he was so close to Humam. Well, here's Vinicius. What can he do? Over to Chen Min. Look at Yaquin. He's in the box. Can we get a ball in? Can we get a ball in? Can we get a ball in? He's got himself. Is it a corner? I think it's a corner. All right. Can we get something from this corner? Stoppage time. A goal now is surely it, as long as we don't get counted. Come on, Li Sheng. Gets a decent looking ball in. It's over to the back post. Humam's there. Recycles it out. Come on, boys. Come on. Something. A bit of magic. Humam! It's there for Yaquin! We've done it! We've done it! Shen Hong is worth every penny of that 800 grand because he's just put us in to the Champions League group phase. Wow, that is what a time to score. Now, I've got really excited here and I haven't changed anything. We're going to have the kickoff highlight with us still attacking. Hopefully, we won't get punished for that. Oh, goalkeeper, what are you doing? That's okay. We don't care. What a strike. Humam with the assist. Quickly, pause. No, pause. Let's go defensive. Let's lower this tempo down. Let's waste time. Be more disciplined. Play for set pieces. Slow down this pace. And let's not narrow. Let's keep pressuring them. All right. Is this it? This is it. Blow it up, ref. Blow it up. We're done. We're done here. Blow it up, ref. Clear it. Humam, just put your foot through it, mate. Put your foot through it. There it is. It's out wide. Blow it up, ref. What are you doing? You're 30 seconds over. There it is! We're into the group stage! Hey! 91st minute, and we've done it. And we just about deserved it, I think. They had more shots on target, but who cares about that? They didn't get any in the back of the net. Well done. Well done. What do we say? I don't even care what I say. Well done. Well, there it is. That was tense. That was very tense. We've got the job done. 1-0 in stoppage time. We have got ourselves through to the Champions League group stage. The draw's in just a few days, so wait right there. We'll be back for that. Well, if this episode couldn't get any better, Shanghai Shenxin, count the money. Things will never be the same at the Jinshan Sports Stadium after Chinese investor Liao Yang, or hail your Lord Yang, successfully completed a takeover of the Chinese Super League club. According to the Chinese Football Daily, Mr. Yang has promised that he will stop at nothing to ensure Shenzhen FC become one of the greatest forces in domestic and continental football. We have a personal message, informs us that there's 37.5 million pumped into the club and a new transfer budget has been calculated. We expect him to qualify for the Champions League in this Super League season. We may have to go shopping again because I'm not sure. Yeah, would like to point out that they only judge on the transfers and matches starting from today. So the transfer embargo has been lifted, and I assume we are going to have. Yeah, I mean that's a lot of money that's come in. That kind of explains why the chairman maybe wasn't investing money in the club. But if we're expected to qualify for the Champions League, maybe we can go shopping again. But the thing is, we've made some signings now. I'm gonna have to rethink this whole thing. Anyway, guys, let's get to the draw. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to AFC headquarters, where the good, the great, and also Aussie villain have gathered for the AFC Champions League group stage draw. Let's head inside now and see what happens. Alright, it is time for the Champions League group stage draw. Let's see who we get. Now, I'm not quite sure how the seedings work in this. I know typically it's like a East Europe, West Europe divide. It looks like it's a little bit of, it looks like an open draw, doesn't it, there? Alright, so let's just sit back and see how this works. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure that we can't draw any other Chinese clubs, but the rest of it is opened. So typically, is it going to be? Yeah, I think it's going to be West Europe and then East Europe. Typically, what happens is that you end up with a group that will have a Japanese, a South Korean club, and a Chinese club, and then one other. And you just hope that one other isn't an Australian club, to be honest. I'm not sure when we can come out. We can't get Melbourne Victory now. We can't get Sydney FC, which is good because that would break my heart if we had to play them. Yeah, Group G and H, though, are the groups we can get, and they look tough, don't they? They do look tough. So we could come out of the hat. I'm assuming it's going to have to be Group G or H because we can't get into with another Chinese club. Is it Group G? Not yet. A Thai club and a South... Well, I'll tell you what. You want the Hong Kong club, don't you? So hopefully we'll get Group H. But knowing that, we will probably get Group G. Who's it going to be? It is Group G. So we've got Gamba Osaka. We have got Hyundai Maiders, Jeonbuk, and Ma Tong, Thailand, the Thai club. That's what I'm trying to say. So there we go. That is our group of destiny. Now let's just continue here, and let's see what the fixtures are going to look like for. I should just say as well, China definitely doesn't have a royal family. Okay, so we have our first game coming up very, very soon. That really does throw a spanner in our preseason works. We're going to have played 2 group games before the league season even starts. And now we've got all this money to spend as well. Alright, so what we'll do, guys, is I'll be back tomorrow. We will start our Champions League campaign against Mugunthong. Yeah, and we'll just kind of see how we go from there. To be honest, I don't know if it'll just be a 1-game episode. How long is there to go between so maybe we can get rid of some of these friendlies. You know what we'll do? We'll come back tomorrow and we'll do our first 2 games in the Champions League. So it'll be against the Thai club and against Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors. So that will give us a good idea then of how the group's going to go. I'm not sure what we're going to do in the transfer market. We haven't actually been given a new transfer budget as of yet. So they did say they were going to calculate one. Surely if we've got 40 million in the bank, we can have a little bit of that to spend on players. We'll just go shopping in the Chinese national team, I think. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. If we are going to sign anybody else, I don't think we'll be able to put them into our Champions League squad. So they'll just become league players, at least until the end of the group stage in the Champions League, I would imagine. So we'll just have to wait and see on that one. But find out tomorrow, guys, when we come back for the beginning of our Champions League campaign. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit like. I'm so excited that we got through that. I really, really am genuinely happy. So make sure you hit like. And leave your comments as well. I love the feedback. Let me know what you think we should do. Should this, war chest that the new chairman, Lord Yang, has said is going to come about, should we spend it? Should we spend it now? Should we have faith in the players that we've already signed? That's a tough one, that, isn't it? And of course, if you are new, welcome to the channel, and please do subscribe and have a look around. There's a few other things, saves and that going on as well. But until tomorrow, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.